Everyone else wants to. We talk about politics, religion, you, me, and everyone else to help you get through the day. That's right, just like life. If it ain't one thing, it's another. The hottest show, your radio.
100,000 milliwatts.
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's.
Every Monday and Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the latest in pop culture news and unique perspectives on hot topics. Make sure
reach your leads anywhere, anytime with GetZot Connector. As a marketer, you're always looking for new and innovative ways to reach your audience. However, with so many devices and social media platforms available, it can be a challenge to connect with your leads and potential customers effectively. This is where GetZot Connector app comes in. With our all-in-one marketing solution, you can engage with your leads on any device and through various channels quickly and easily. Let's take a closer look at how GetZot Connector can help you connect with your customers, improve response rates, and grow your business. GetZot Connector is a full-featured mobile app that connects you with your leads and customers through various channels like Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, and Facebook Messenger. This means you can engage with them on any device and through multiple channels, which is essential to effectively reach your audience in today's digital landscape. One of the best things about GetZot Connector is that it allows you to create multi-channel campaigns that are tailored to the specific needs of each subscriber. Your own AI bot to easily craft messages that resonate with your audience and increase response rates. Whether it's using Phone Connect to follow up with a lead, sending a personalized text message or email, or chatting with your customers on Facebook Messenger, GetZot Connector makes it easy to connect with your audience on multiple fronts. GetZot Connector also includes powerful data analysis tools that help you track user engagement, measure how your campaigns are performing, and get insights on what content resonates with your audience. This gives you the valuable data you need to tweak your campaigns so that they're even more effective in the future. Some common questions and objections we hear about GetZot Connector include: Question: is it easy to use? GetZot Connector is designed with ease of use in mind. Our app is user-friendly and intuitive, and our team is always available to help with any questions you may have. Question: is GetZot Connector expensive? Our pricing plans are reasonable and flexible, making it easy for businesses of all sizes to use our platform. Question: do I need any technical skills to use GetZot Connector? Not at all. Our platform is designed to be simple and easy to use, even for those without any technical skills. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's more important than ever to connect with your audience on multiple devices and through multiple channels. With GetZot Connector, you can engage with your leads and customers on any device, whether it's through Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, or Facebook Messenger. This means you can offer a personalized, tailored experience that resonates with your audience, increasing response rates and help you grow your business. If you haven't already, sign up today and start creating power.
Check. Oh, we in it, baby. We in it. Let's do it.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. Good morning around the world. You're listening to Voice of the People. King Jab is the voice of the people. 99.1 FM, WUJM 99 Jams the Bird, Carafesta Radio. Tune in every weekday, every Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in and join us at WJM 99.1 rather, the Jams, 727-637-2416. That's 727-634-637-2416. A bit tongue-tied this morning, King Jab. King Jab, what you got for us, sir?
Oh, my bad, dog. You know my ADHD. I'm trying to see what the hell this is on the desk and see if it's moving. I'm back in it, though.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man, how y'all doing this morning, man? Beautiful week. Kind of sad week for me, but I'll be all right. I'm loud. I feel like I'm screaming in the mic. Hello? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like I'll be all right, man. Let's get right into it, bro. Sports. I got one sports topic I want to talk about.
What
We're
you
gonna hit
got
this
for us,
and
King
move.
Jam? Talk to us.
Bronny James going to the Lakers.
Yes, sir.
This caused a lot of barbershop talk,
Mm.
a lot of social media talk.
Mhm.
Oh, he wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for his daddy, all of this here. And I'm going to have to go with the sentiments of Cameron. So, Cam, from if you don't watch It Is What It Is, the podcast, thank you very much.
All right, take care, man. I tell my father I saw you too.
If you don't watch It Is What It Is podcast, check it out. But Cam said something, man, that kind of was a different spin on it to me, right? He was like, okay, y'all talking about he wouldn't have made it, but we all sitting here thinking about, dang, why our father ain't do this and that and this for us?
Come on now.
He was like, man, you got to be crazy to think that this is something is wrong with this.
Yes, sir.
Now, my analysis of it was, okay, so it's done in other races all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's done among other black people too.
The son of the CEO is definitely may not be intelligent enough to run the company, but when the CEO move on, he bringing in his son.
That's the truth.
It happens in Black America all the time. But the most important thing I was thinking about is for those that had something to say, right?
Go ahead, bro.
Self-evaluation. If you had something to say and you didn't like this, do you have the authority, the ability, and the understanding to bring your son on where you're at?
Come on now. Come on now, King Jam.
It don't matter who you work for, where you work for. Do you have do you have that pull to say, hey, bring my boy on and pay him?
Do you want that for your son? Do you want that for your son?
Mm.
And that's a very poignant question. My brother-in-law, Charles Blue, and I were having this conversation earlier. Is that desire is the food of the will, King Jam.
Okay.
You get what you want, and you get what you strive for. But what you want and what you strive for is decided by your desire.
Mm.
So when we look at a success story, like the story of LeBron James Sr. and LeBron James Jr., what we don't see is a bunch of mistakes in their life. So oftentimes, it's very, very easy to pull down individuals or to attempt to pull down individuals who reflect our best selves when we don't feel as if we reflect our best selves. So when people say it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for his father, true. But guess what else wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for his father? Him. So how far do you want to take this back? Because LeBron James's talent wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for his father. So how far do we want to take this back? You know, funny, King Jab, we don't look the same way at the brother who puts his son on to the fire department.
Exactly.
We don't look at the same way.
That's my point.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
No,
I'm
listening. That was my point, though. You touching it now.
Right. We don't look the same way for the pastor who puts his son on to take his role as a pastor. And you have 3, 4, 5 generations of ministers.
Mm.
We don't look at Martin Luther King Jr. and say he's only there because of Martin Luther King Sr. But because we put the premium on individuals who would make what we consider to be a lot of money, then we feel as if everybody should have access to that, and it should be indiscriminate, without freedom and without choice. You know, King Jab, we don't even say, when we look at our Super Bowl champion winning quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, we don't say, well, it's just because his father was a baseball player that he became a great football player. When you look at Cam Newton, when he was having his success. We don't say, well, he just in the NFL because Cecil was in the NFL.
Yeah.
You see, but any opportunity you get to find some sort of pathology, particularly in American African or what they call black men, the people who already believe it just use it as a form of confirmation bias.
Okay. Man, why you? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to do this every time. So what he just said?
This is why we the best team on radio, bro. This is why we are the best team on radio.
You talking about confirmation? The man just said, man, you need to get yourself together before you start hating on some dang nobody else, man. You know what I mean?
We believe
you
the
mad because he can do what you can't do.
Come on, man.
And yes.
Or what you think you can't do, King Jam. Because nobody.
But you ain't even thought about doing.
Come on,
or ain't
man.
had the ambition to do.
Come on, bro. Gerard Gavano went to prison with Sammy the Bull. John Gotti Jr. got locked up for running the same syndicate that John Gotti Sr. ran.
That is true.
But why nobody? You won't find anybody to have a problem with that. Because that is what we consider social pathology. But when you have an individual who helps and grooms and raises a person to do something that they want to do, and then you have the indignation to look at two people who you do not know, who did not ask your permission, who don't need your permission to do anything, and you inject yourself, you got a problem.
Hey, man.
You got a problem.
I believe that, man, get your life together and put yourself in position to nepotate.
Come on now. Come on.
Put yourself in position to put your kids and your grandkids in position, dog. That's the way I look at it, man. Like it ain't no like, man, don't, bro. Let's stop.
Big bro is hypocrisy
hating and attacking and take notes.
King Jab is hypocrisy, bro.
Yeah,
it is absolute hypocrisy because you can't say that you want to build a catchphrase, generational wealth, but you don't want to hand over to the next generation. Come on, man, that's ridiculous. It's shameful, and nobody honestly believes that who honestly cares anything about the people who they love.
So I'm going to go on a quick little rant.
Go ahead, big bro.
Then we're going to do Book of the Day.
Yes, sir.
I want to inform my people, man, of how they be getting us for our money, right? So 2 years ago for a Secret Santa gift, we do the Secret Santa, so we ain't got to spend all this money. We just have a sit down time with the family and everybody gets something. It don't have to be nothing super extravagant or whatever. We just enjoying each other's company, enjoying sharing fellowship with each other. So my daughter gave me this electric smoker, right?
Okay.
I ride the electric smoker out. 1 year later, the electric smoker break. But with the electric smoker, she brought how when you go to the register, do you want to buy this protection plan?
Yes, sir. Speak on that, bro.
Yes, I want the protection plan. It cost me $29.99. Yes, give us the protection plan. Smoker broke 1 year. Master Bill, Lowe's, or the protection plan company none of them want to just change the smoker, bro.
Come on now.
And I mean, I've called, my wife called, my daughter called. It's really a debacle. So in this rant, I just want to say to y'all, man, when y'all go in there and y'all say, hey, y'all want to add this protection, you know what they told me, bro?
What's that?
It's you're not covered because you were still within the manufacturer warranty.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. I've heard that before.
I'm on the phone with the manager talking about, but sir, you sold me a protection plan. Mm-hmm. This is what it say on my receipt. It don't say about an extended warranty.
That's the truth.
So this is what you sold me, a protection plan. If this don't go right, you're protected. And it was just a big debacle. So I'm just letting y'all know, man, consider before you waste that money at the end at the register for protection plan, man. And I don't know, man. I couldn't. I guess none of us could gather up our inner Karen to get this situation.
Did you call? Did you go in person?
Man, I called everybody. We went to Lowe's. Man, this
So you
okay.
you
So
did go in
so
person.
hold on. This is how they doing it though.
Oh, okay.
We'll send the claim. They'll approve the claim. They'll send a digital gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Then pull all the money off the card. So we went to Lowe's, talked to the manager. She called the manager of the protection company.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Oh, we're gonna take care of it." Sent the gift card. Next morning, they had them pull the money off a gift card again. So yeah, man, it's a debacle, bro. Like
It's a game, bro. That's an extortion game, really.
Like I'm so heated about that. I'm almost as heated as I am here because I ain't got this AC on. And I can feel it.
It's warm, brother
It's
Jack.
definitely warm.
What Stephen wanted to say, it's hotter than July in here, ain't it?
Man, what?
I think that's the conversation, though, King Jab. I don't know if that's all from the environment, bro. I think that we bring some fire on this radio, and I think that that individuals love it who tune in, and individuals who haven't tuned in, they will love it, bro. And you're listening to the Voice of the People, 99.1 FM, WUJM, 99 Jams. The Bird, King Jab is the voice of the people.
Well, when we start this book of the day, I'm gonna jump up and turn this AC down because I can't. So as we get into the book of the day, I want to briefly run through this quick article.
Please do.
About my partner, man, my player partner, as T.I. would say. St. Pete Barber encourages reading with free haircuts for kids.
Right on.
A St. Pete Barber is empowering young learners through reading by exchanging free haircuts for every book they finish. When the kids sit in Antonio Brown's chair, they're suiting up for a unique experience where they pull out a book and read out loud in exchange for a free haircut. Our goal is to change the narrative when it comes to black men, helping young black boys being able to read and look at it as a more of a cool thing. Brown owns the Central Station Barbershop on Central Avenue in St. Petersburg. He opened the shop in 2015, and he founded the Barbershop Book Club, which is now known as the Competitive Readers Coalition.
Okay.
In the organization, Brown works to expose children to books with minority characters to help them build out their home library. All right, so book of the day, y'all, brought to you by We Feed the Hungry and the Competitive Readers Coalition. Go ahead and kick it, bro. I'm gonna go hit this AC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big brother. I won't be long. Today is July the 4th, 2024. The day that we in the United States celebrate independence. Independence from whom? Independence for whom? Frederick Douglass in the 19th century penned an amazing essay that he titled, "What is the 4th of July to the slave?" Inasmuch as he brought forth the hypocrisy of settler colonialists claiming that their independence was an unalienable right endowed to them by their creator, he showed that this hypocrisy was manifest in the fact that these same rights were not extended to individuals whom the system considered commodities, chattel, and slavery. But any day to celebrate revolution is a great day to celebrate revolution. So as revolutionaries, as Africans who are placed in the midst of revolution, international revolution, revolution simply means fully substantive and total change. Today, in the celebration of revolution, July 4th, 2024, we bring forth 4 books that all hint to how revolution works. We'll take it in the order of chronology. The first book is by David Gaspar and David Gegas. It's called A Turbulent Time, the French Revolution in the Greater Caribbean. Why is that important? Last week, we spoke about the counter-revolution of 1776 by Gerald Horne, how slave revolts shaped American society. The character of African people, the people who we call black people, has always been an international character. And the international forced human trafficking and forced labor economy that we call slavery was an international affair. So Africans have always rose up to fight against slavery and colonialism and neo-colonialism internationally. The fight has never been locally. It's never been a fight from cities or states. It's always been a fight that's united the world with the African world and the global African community together. The book, A Turbulent Time, speaks on how that happened, how Antigua, how Barbados, how Jamaica, how Cuba, how the Dominican Republic and Haiti, which at one time was called Hispaniola, San Domingue and San Dominique, Santo Domingo rather, Venezuela, Suriname, all of the Africans in these areas, United States, Georgia, South Carolina, Maryland, Tennessee, Florida, Africans in this area all fought together internationally to fight against oppression, to fight against slavery and colonialism. We've just been recently made to forget. The next book is The War of 1812, the other War of 1812, rather, The Patriot War and the American Invasion of Spanish East Florida by James Cusick. Please understand that Spanish East Florida served as a bastion for African militantism from the 16th century until the 19th century. Please travel to St. Augustine, about a mile and a half away from the city line, the city limits, rather, the gates, the large gates. You'll find a place called Fort Mose. This was an African military fort that fortified Africans in what became the United States and throughout the Caribbean. Africans came from Barbados and Cuba to help free Africans who were enslaved in Georgia. People don't know that story because they don't tell it. Africans came from San Domingue, or what they call Haiti. They came and they helped to work to fight to free Africans in New Orleans. But they don't tell us about this international character. And the Africans from Jamaica went all throughout the African world freeing African people. This is the truth. The next book is The Russian Revolution, A View from the Third World. Why? There's a thing when we were talking about class last week, King Jab, and I'll bring this to a close quickly. But we talked about working class individuals, and then we talked about individuals who own the means of production. The American Revolution that we celebrate today in the United States was a bourgeois revolution. The bourgeoisie are the individuals who either own the means that produce wealth in the society, or they align themselves with the interests of those who own the means who produce the wealth in society. They're not the working class, they're the owning class. That's the bourgeois class. That's how we get the word bougie. If you knew that bougie was such a curse word, a lot of people wouldn't say it. But the American Revolution was a bourgeois revolution. It was led by the richest people in the colony. George Washington was the richest man in the 13 colonies. George Washington definitely was the richest man in Virginia because he was the largest slave owner in Virginia. James Madison was a huge slave owner in Virginia. Thomas Jefferson was a huge slave owner in Virginia. You had the individuals from New England who profited off the industry that the agricultural South produced with the slaves. They're called the wetting of the lash and the loom. So
the cotton industry.
That's the cotton industry. Yes, sir. Cotton became king. And when cotton became king,
tobacco.
Mississippi wasn't the only place that got rich. Boston got rich. So these ideas that, yeah, definitely Tobacco Road. Yes, sir. 100%. Quincy, Florida at one time was a tobacco hub. That's where my parents moved when they migrated from one area of peonage to another. The Russian Revolution was a revolution led by the poor. That's why the Russian Revolution shines. That's why they want to take American Africans and push us away from understanding Russia. They don't want us to see Russia. They don't want us to see the Soviet Union. They don't want us to see how these things unfolded in the 20th century, because they understand that this was not a revolution led by slave masters. There was no George Washington. There was no Thomas Jefferson. These were poor workers. The last book is The Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare by Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. The Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare is important because every revolution has to have organization. If you want to have a revolution and you don't have organization, you don't have a revolution. You have an uprising, you have a revolt, and you have a rebellion. The difference between a rebellion and a revolution is purpose and organization. The Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare has probably been, in the last 100 years, one of, if not the greatest handbook that anyone can have when undertaking the step of armed struggle against slavery, colonialism, neocolonialism, and oppression. Africa needs this, and we have it. So if we can make sure, King Jab, as we go forward into reading with our families, that we study A Turbulent Time by Gaspar Engegas, Dr. Walter Rodney, my hero, The Russian Revolution, A View from the Third World, Dr. Jim Cusick, an individual who's helped me a lot He's at the University of Florida, The Other War of 1812, and the Handbook of Revolutionary Warfare. We will be the better for it.
So, staying on the topic of revolution, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was in the barbershop
Mm-hmm.
and I'm listening to the barbers. You know, the barbershop is the barbershop, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to segue this into another barbershop story.
Okay.
But inside the barbershop, you know, they talking about Trump and Biden. It's after the debate.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that most barbers, you know, because they get money,
Mm-hmm.
they leaning towards Trump. They leaning like they're because they feel like they're getting money. So, and you know, as I listened to him, I said this. I said, I think y'all feel this way because, for one, barbers and beauticians have a unique business that Black people exclusively support.
Mm-hmm.
So they like other businesses you may like. If I sell phones,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't necessary that a Black people go come buy my phone, but
Yes, sir.
9 times out of 10, you gonna go to a Black barber. You got a Black woman to do your hair, so
Mm-hmm.
so it's exclusively supported within the infrastructure. And I said, "Do y'all know anything about this 2025 project?"
Mm.
Everybody got quiet. Actually, they went and turned it on the TV. And I said, "So I'm not here to really argue about two old white men, but I'm looking at it like this here: who am I gonna put in control of this country?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna put the people that had the gall and the umption to run up in to the capital of the United States
Mm-hmm.
back in control of our country." And I said that because I don't think y'all really know how close we is to Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I said most of us are convicted felons, man. While y'all talking this talk, do you or are you allowed to have a firearm for everybody in the household?
Come on now.
Do you have 1,000 rounds for each firearm in the household? Do y'all even know that this is standard?
Mm-hmm.
This is a standard.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I said,
Go ahead, King.
and I'm going in. I'm like, I said, y'all, you got to be careful of which emotion you following.
Come on now.
You follow the motions of your pot. No, okay, no. And then I went on and then did this. I said, look at this here too. We talk about gentrification. Look who moving in our communities. and it's not the it's not looking at I'm not even looking from a racist standpoint or racial standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at who's actually moving into our communities. These ain't out of shape, man.
Come on. Bro, you hit it right
All
on the
these
head.
men got, you look at their back, they got the military back. You only get a
King
certain
Jab.
body frame from either the military or prison.
King Jab.
That's why a lot of people say, what you in the military?
King Jab, you hit it on the nose, brother.
So
you hit it on the nose, King Jab.
Then the woman walking down, look at her. These people was ex-military that's moving in our communities, man. Or active military.
Yes, sir. Law enforcement.
Field team, man. I'm staying right in the hood and get deployed right here. My people go off. I can leave from right here. All I gotta do is go to McDill.
Come on, bro.
Man. So I think I'm telling y'all, see, bro, y'all looking at the wrong thing. And I'm glad y'all, I'm trying to open y'all eyes because don't go a route the way we can't turn back.
King Jab, you have been hitting for the last year on the importance of health, as health being a form of wealth. The things that I'm about to say, King Jab, are going to be very, very, very controversial to the people who don't want to hear them. And that's why they need to be said.
Mm.
According to the standards that are used currently, and science tries to use the most objective standards available, we have to Let's take that in good faith. Even if you argue that, then let's take that in good faith. King Jam, 8 out of every 10 American African, we're talking about black women, are overweight. And 80% of that overweight group is obese. Obesity is a disease. Can you run 2 miles? If you had to save your life, can you run? Do we forget about watching the people being eaten by ants on bridges and overpasses in New Orleans when Hurricane Katrina came? Because they did not have the physicality to be able to move. How many of us are insulin dependent? How many of us need medications regularly in order to stay alive? Statins. How many of us will swell up and pop like a balloon if we didn't have diuretics, water pills to move that fluid out of our body? These are the things that you have to think about when you think about the situation that you're putting yourself in. And because it's chic to like a bad guy, to love a scoundrel, to love the devil because he gives you nothing. Because it's chic to like that. Be careful. King Jab said you're gonna dig your grave with a knife and fork.
Well, I mean, the head of the group responsible for this is a headline story, y'all. The head of the group responsible for Project 2025 threatens violence if people challenge their revolution. So,
hey,
man, y'all out here playing.
Come on now.
Y'all out here playing, bro. Like, y'all like really, really playing. Okay, barbershops. Black Barber says customers are dwindling after hosting Black for Trump's event. Clown, because bro, like, first and foremost, I'm trying not to cut. Stop thinking it's cute.
Yes.
Y'all do stuff to think it's cute.
100%.
And bro, you had a Black for Trump rally.
Yes.
In your barbershop. Compromise your barbershop because you put yourself. Like right now, if I rode down the street with either Joe Biden or Donald Trump flag on my car, I'm compromising myself.
Come on,
one way or the other. So you compromise because some people ain't gonna want to mess with you. Got to buy it, and you ain't. Some people ain't gonna mess. So you have this event. Trump don't even come. He called in. 637-246. He called in. He called in on y'all, right? And now you on the radio. Now you talking about, oh, we're losing business because Trump did his rally here and we didn't know it was a rally. This was his claim. This is how your PR just really, really silly and stupid. Oh, we didn't know it was going to turn into a rally. Trump team came back and pulled receipts. No, homie, we booked this venue.
Hey, King Jab, what did Notorious B.I.G. say? And if you don't know, now you know.
Nah, we booked this venue, bro.
Come on, man. You can't backtrack like that.
Hey, man, be careful about what you do.
You're either fascist or you're anti-fascist.
Be careful.
So you either align with fascism, which is what the modern Republican Party is doing right now, and the modern Democratic Party too. But you either align, the Democrats bite you with a smile and the Republicans bite you with a growl. That's the only difference. You're still getting bit either way. And that was the words of Alhaj Malik al-Shabazz. What the liberal bites you with a smile and the conservative bites you with a growl.
Man, that's crazy. That's okay. So
meanwhile, King Jab, they're stuffing babies in the rat holes in Congo and having them dig out with their hands, coltan, for absolutely nothing. And we wonder, King Jab, why Africa has to be free.
Yeah, man, listen, we got black students protesting about Israel, and they don't even know what the hell going on in Africa, but I digress.
Always.
Staying on the subject of clowns, dog. I need somebody to call in and discuss this with me, man.
Call in and discuss, guys. 727-637-2416. Call in to King Jab, the voice of the people. That's 727-637-2416.
Rick Ross Security. So if you don't know, Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross, he included himself in the beef with Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Toronto, you in Canada. Finished his set and then plays, They Not Like Us, this song.
Right.
As he walking on stage.
Mm-hmm.
He is confronted. And this is why I seen it all go wrong immediately. He was confronted by about 3 quarts of milk. There was three individual quarts of milk confronted him. The man's security let one of the quarts of milk actually swing on Rick Ross.
Yes.
Now I'm really like, hold on, bro. Like, all jokes aside, but it's $100 million plus asset, bro. You can put your hand. Bro, listen to me. Listen.
You're not supposed to come near. Go ahead.
I'm in the area, if I'm anywhere near, I don't give a damn if I get a bat signal.
Come on.
I can guarantee you 100,000% ain't nobody go put their hands on Councilman John Muhammad while I'm president.
No, or while you're absent.
You're not going to get in that position because you're going to be neutralized. So, anyway.
One of the King Jab.
Go ahead.
Or anybody.
Not
your wife?
No, nobody.
Not your mother, not your sister, not your daughters, not your son?
I'm moving out.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no question I'm moving out. I ain't going to play with y'all. Moving out. Autobots.
Form up, huh? Voltron. Form up like Voltron,
man, listen, well, one of my things is, and this is how I tell my wife about me, this is how I educate her about me, I'm not going to hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
So when it go down, I'm not going to be the one to say, oh, didn't go back. No, I'm right in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right in it. So she already know how to deal with me.
Yeah, they shouldn't have, King Jab, been allowing anybody to make a nuisance on or near their post. But you can tell that was a general degradation of all general orders, King Jab. Everything went to crap as far as general orders. I don't know who he had around him. He definitely didn't have soldiers. I apologize for interrupting you there, King Jab. Continue, and then at the end, I want to share my own Rick Ross security story.
Well, he had so I used my analogy for a reason.
Yes, sir.
3 quarts of milk, and I'm gonna make one of them skim milk. So Rick Ross had with him a chocolate brownie. Because this was the biggest, sorriest display of any type of man. I was really concerned because technically, Rick Ross could have lost his life right then.
Easily.
It was if those people was really, really bad, if this was really a situation,
easily,
we would have seen this man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but boy, listen here. When the milks went to pouring on that chocolate brown.
And King Jab, did you listen to the audio? It was the Canadian accents for me. You're not going to come and do this here, guy. Hey, you think you're going to come here? You won't come and play the Dick song here. You're not going to diss Drake. Not in Canada. There'll be no dissing of Drake in Canada. You can go somewhere else. You want it? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. I had to play it. I played it for my wife, my Dream, and my baby boy. And I said, man, y'all got to listen to these accents. Rick Ross, you can't do that here. You think you're going to go and do that here, eh?
Man, listen. This man gave suckers that never had confidence in their life confidence. Like, you got dudes out of the crowd running in.
Oh, man, you see that?
I'm like, come on, bro. Man, all you had to do was spin one of their head around in a circle, it would have been over with.
And then King Jab, one guy threw water. Did you see that? One guy in the entourage threw water. He threw water.
Yes, that's good. Because that stopped dogs from fighting someone. Dog, they were locked up. Man, so basically, I'm trying to. So somebody was like, oh, all of them should be fired. I think I said they should be executed.
Allah
But-
Saddam Hussein.
but-
King Jab went into the Idi Amin Dada box. What's that what King Jab saying?
man, just taking my back. I'll be out there in a minute.
Oh man, go to J Prince Pig Farm. They gotta go to J Prince.
Just taking my back. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll be out there in a
Oh
minute.
my goodness.
But in essence, they should all get a bonus.
But they gotta pay it in Canadian dollars.
Because we both got beat up.
We're gonna get a bonus, but you gotta get it in swans.
Yes,
You gotta get it in swans. Pound sterling.
Get it in Canadian dollars. But they should get a bonus because technically they took that whooping for you, Rick Ross. Because them people could have beat you still, and they just went and worked on the security. They went and worked on the big fella. So
And they did.
give him a bonus, Ross. Please, man. Please.
King Jab, when Brother Rick Ross, before he was as big as he is now, when Brother Rick Ross came to Florida, he requested the security of the brothers from BYC, Build Your Community, under the leadership of my big brother, Jihad Amos Muhammad. And let me tell you, King Jab, not only was Rick Ross absolutely safe, but Rick Ross is, at the time, his paramour, the woman who was with him, was absolutely safe in her hijab. She was wearing hijab, absolutely safe. I'm talking about, and this was in Clearwater, and this is in Tampa. We're talking about some real hyenas out there.
Yeah.
Who don't mind breaking you. They'll break you all day long. But you know what stood out? It was the opposites. It was the well, first off, we had individuals, with us who nothing was gonna happen. But it was the opposites. Brother King Jab, you couldn't tell who his security was from the individuals in the crowd.
You ain't supposed to. Even if you got people, bro, even if you got security guards, you got some people that got visible security, the next layer of security, it's really sometimes 4 layers of security.
That's true. But you got to train men, King Jab. You got to train men. Men aren't born knowing this. They have to be trained in knowing this. And the brothers in the BYC, we're talking about brothers who protected Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about brothers who have protected Sister Donna Farrakhan. We're talking about brothers who protected dignitaries from all over the world, not just in the religious community, but dignitaries from outside the community. We're talking about individuals who protected athletes. We're talking about individuals who have done this because they've been trained. Rick Ross showed clearly that he wasn't trained. But King Jack, could you please, before we leave this subject,
go ahead, right?
Could you please mention the impact this had on the riverboat fight?
Boom, in the comments. My brother, you be talking about, it's like throwing the hat up in the air like in Alabama. Then here comes the chairman. Bro, I usually agree with you, but I'm going to actually disagree with you 1,000% on this one here, bro. I think that this here reversed almost everything we did in Alabama. Because now the white people got their own video. They can go watch and say, this is what we do. Man, this is, bro.
We ride for free.
Man, listen, this reverses everything that happened in Alabama. And then the thing about it is, technically, I think Alabama just had them boys that's really, really about it because we lacking in the self-defense community, y'all.
Strongly.
Very much so, bro. Everybody ain't got no hand to hand. Boy, listen here. See, we ain't had cameras back in our day.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish they'd had a chance to get a load of men. I ain't no bad. I don't consider myself to be a bad MF.
Yes, sir.
But boy, the show I would have put on that camera, y'all would be like, ooh, I would have worried about it. Yeah. All right, man. Let's Elmo.
Yes, sir.
But this is a funny one, right?
Yes, sir.
I go to my mama's house, right? I don't know what I wear for, because she be bothering me about everything. That's my mama.
Shout out, moms.
So I'm taking the trash out, and I'm going downstairs. I see about 7 police cars. Damn. I call her back. I say, Mom, man, there's something going on in your apartment, man. You need to go out there and check it out. It's down there on the other side, though. You ain't gonna be able to see him from your side. She go out there and say, I ain't see nothing. Man had shot and killed himself, murder-suicide in the St. Pete condo on the north side, right?
Yes, earlier this week.
So,
yeah.
So you hear what I said? I told him I go down there and check it out. So now it's on the news. People calling her. Somebody just killed themselves in your apartment. Oh, you for real? Woman, I just told you the police been down. So now she getting the story. She find out what's going on. I done talked to my mama before. Now I told her the police was there when I left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she done called my wife. I don't know what she said to my wife, but my wife was like, man, call and check on your mama, man. She sounded a little bit shaky. Mom, what's going on? Oh, I'm all right. I'm just a little shaken up. I said, well, I'm not making light of the people because we did lose lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, Mom, you were safe when I left there. I said, Mom, the people ain't gonna come back and kill you, then kill themselves again. Hey, go on and go to sleep.
Man, I love it though.
Man, when I left there, you were safe. So you got people, you checking in on Facebook and everything. Man, lady, you were safe when I left.
You know, King Jab, is people always talk about black men in particular not being protectors in their houses and their homes and their families and the people whom they love. But again, I challenge. I challenge every person who believes that, particularly every black woman who believes that. I challenge you to go through your phone and find in your telephone a black man. I don't care if he's your brother, father, uncle, cousin, friend. Find one that if you are in trouble, won't come to do everything in their power to get you out of that situation.
So
you can't not find one.
Being that you said that, I got a cousin that moved down here from Sarasota.
Mm-hmm.
And when she moved down here, she pretty much told me, like, cuz I don't know nobody down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be kind of relying on you. And I can honestly say, ride ain't been easy for her, but when she called me, my wife know.
Yes, sir.
She know. Ain't no questions about the kids. I'm going to the school.
Right.
Go pick the baby up from daycare or from art club. Anything. When she called me, I try to make sure, because I know and understand when she called me,
yes, sir,
she needs me. So I try to, make sure I'm in position for her, man, because that's what our relationship is now.
Bro, you're not alone.
Yeah.
It's a big lie, is the thing. It's a lie that black men don't protect their communities or the people whom they love. That's a huge lie.
I protect the whole urban league.
That's the come on,
you're not gonna
bro.
come in there and do nothing now, nothing in there when I'm there.
That's it. It's just easy to make the individuals who you don't want to see invisible. King Jam. It's very easy to make the individuals who you don't want to see invisible, especially if you're trying to make a point. Black men have hung from the branches of sycamore trees, oak trees, pine trees, and palm trees because they protected women and the people in their family, particularly black women. If you get a book, it's called Without Sanctuary, King Jab. We hung from bridges. We were burned at the stake. Doing what? Protecting black women. So if the lie that has been perpetuated for the last 100 years isn't put to rest openly and in public, then it's something wrong. It's something wrong. Black men have never been guilty of not protecting black women, black children, or other black men. That is a big, big lie. And I'll debate anyone who decides they want to take me up on that. And I use it on offer debates, big brother. But I'll debate anybody who want to take me up on that.
I don't think nobody want to jump into that with you, man. So let's hit one story, then I guess we'll start closing it up. You ever seen what's that? A goose feather pillow? fight a cotton pillow? Or the feather pillow? So Ray J gets into a scuffle with Zeus Network CEO.
My goodness.
Well, listen here. First and foremost, man, I will put this on the undercard of the next Tank fight because they both coming in at 127. Because this was a fight too little bitty.
Come on, man. Bad build too. Bad build. He a bad build 127, King Jab. He got that thing, took that shirt off. He was bad. First, he already had that Deacon suit on. What was he going with that suit on, bro? What's going with that? Come on, Ray J.
Like we were going to Kodak Black House.
Ray J.
He going to Kodak Black House with this country.
That thing was terrible.
Way too much money for that, man. But man, listen, just the visualization and y'all don't realize, man. Okay, so Ray J, man, Ray J really from the hood. That don't make him hood, but Ray J done been around enough hood cats to, you know what I mean. But this was just hilarious. And what people don't know is Ray J has a network that's rivaling Zeus. Mm-hmm. So I think it's all publicity. So,
could easily be.
Yeah, it's all. But I would like to see it. They can put it on the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson in September. They can put Ray J. Ooh, that'll be a good one.
Yeah. How long you think it'll go, King Jab? They you give him 4 rounds, you give him 8 rounds. How many rounds do you give a fight between with Ray J and anybody?
I don't want to count rounds. I want to count how many punches they throw like this.
Overhand punches, King Jab.
They say
slaps, King Jab.
Well, you know when you get tired, you can't. Now you talking about you know.
We like Kimbo and Dada. Yeah, when Kimbo and Dada fought, man, that was the worst fight in history, bro.
Yeah, so
my goodness.
I want to count how many windmill punches they throw. Wow. Man, as we close it, man, I want to go into some sad news in the city, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't, you know, give my homeboys honor and, you know, really just give the time to say, you know, shout out to my brother D-Lane. It's a lot being said, and I have the utmost respect for the family, for all parties involved, everybody that's close to the family. And my only position is, if you come up to me or come around me talking about D-Lane, just talk about how good a dude he was, man.
Go ahead.
I don't want to hear no speculations, rumors, none of that, man. You can't do that around me. So maybe that's a warning. You know what I mean? Maybe that's, but you know, let's uplift the brother, man. And if you looking for tea, or you looking for all shot conversation, or you looking for information or something to, you know, take away from this man's legacy from me or around me, man, just please excuse yourself or ask me to excuse myself. You know what I mean? That's all I ask for. But I can go into a quick story, right?
Yes, sir.
Back in the days, because we did our studio for X-Con, and we had just put like $250,000 in the studio. And I remember D-Lane and Fry went to doing their studio. So when they went to doing their studio, they ran into a roadblock, and I'm like, they called me. I'm like, what's up? Oh man, we can't do this and that. And I said, man, you know what? I know what y'all need. We just had to go to Sam Ash and get one. Man, I'm gonna slide through. We ride out there and grab one. It's a memory card. Man, we go to Sam Ash, grab the memory card. They go to the register. The memory card is $2,800. He like, what the say, bro? I said, bro, this is why Bill Gates rich right now.
Come on now.
I said, that's my only explanation. This is why he rich right now.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, that's when they started their music journey. And another quick story is, a lot of people don't know is, I don't want to offend anybody, because as from my hustler background, we did a lot of dog fight. That was part of our culture. I accept that is wrong. I learned a lot from the Michael Vick situation, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like same thing I tell the kids. You ain't got to go to prison because I can tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I learned about that situation with Michael Vick.
It's
You know what I mean?
generational wealth. That's generational
Yeah,
wealth too,
so
King Jack.
yeah, absolutely. So they had this dog called Roy Jones. And we had to set up a match against D-Lane and Fry and Roy Jones, bro. And when we got there with our dog, my cousin Gerard keep all my dogs, so I know he know what he talking about. My cousin like, give me all the money in your pocket. What you talking about? This is my first cousin, older than me too. This kind of my old, it's really my OG. Like,
right. Give
me all the money you got in your pocket. He went and bet the other way. Say, man, that dog killed y'all. He took everything. He said, give me all the money you got in the pocket. And when he bet the other way, he said, man, this dog finna kill y'all in here, man. You don't see this dog. And that was just that was a unique opportunity because I ain't gonna say opportunity, but it's a documented opportunity. And I actually had to fight that actual scene that will be in a movie because a confidential informant, when we got picked up by the Federal Bureau of Investigations, a confidential informant told the Federal Bureau of Investigations is that I lost $70,000 in that dog fight against Fry and D-Lane. And yeah, that was a kind of a big thing on my paperwork.
Yeah.
So
one thing these people don't play about is their dogs, bro.
What?
So they like the dogs more than they like them 70,000.
Well, at this point in life, and this was 2000, the 90s and 2000s. So it's not nothing recent occurring, but right now at this point, man, people love their dogs more than they love the humans in their house.
That's the truth.
All right, so it's a big thing. It's a big thing, but you know, that was just a moment in time. Then I'm in transit.
Yes, sir.
In Oklahoma. I look up D-Lane at the window, man. He getting trapped. What's up, boy? We chopped it up for a little minute, man. Yes, and even out here, man, as I watch my brother rise up and I watched him do his thing, he always took my calls. You know what I mean? On tour, whatever, man. If I call, Jab, what's up, boy? You know what I mean? And a lot of people do that with me, and I respect that. But that's a big thing to me, man. Is don't matter how big I am to you or how big you are in the world, man. Like this man always took my call, and he also called and asked me for my advice on things. So it was always a respect level there, man. So
yes,
R.I.P. to my brother, man. Love you, dog. I learned by the passing of my homeboy Buck, man, that when you can be somebody homie, like you, oh, that's my dog. But at a time like this, family trump, oh, that's my dog. And I had to learn that when Gotti died, because I'm like, oh, this is my dog. But I'm like, dang, Keandra's his daughter. So, you know, that's your dog, but you don't really know what's going on behind their household. You don't know the family dynamic. So at a time like this, I'm just saying this because I need people to understand, man, let this family deal with their issues. Don't go in here talking about, oh, that's my dog. Boo, boo, that's my homeboy, man. Y'all let these people figure this out and be respectful, man. So that's how I'm going to end it, man. This King Jal, the voice of the people with a player partner.
Yes, sir. It's Intellectual Gangster, your brother, Donnie the Professor. Please tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel next Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 99.1 FM, WJM, 99 Jams the Bird, Carafesta Radio. Tune in to King Jab, voice of the people, the sharpest, cleanest, coldest, meanest, and baddest show on radio. King Jab, what you got for us?
Hey, man, we out, man. We out, man. R.I.P. to D-Lane, bro. Uncle D. I'm out of the open meal pool hall, call it Uncle D.
Right on.
Man.
We got your security, bro. We got your security.
All right, y'all. We have
WUJM, St. Petersburg, 99 Jams.
Gospel lovers, are you ready for some church? The Angels Gospel Show is back with